want to talk about something. So when I was 21, he was 24. I was my best friend Clint. Loved him with all of my heart. He died, okay? But right before him, his best friend, who I dated, his name was Adam Yock, he died, okay? So, all right, my best friend dies. It's excruciatingly painful when your best friend dies, worse than a family member dying. It fucking sucks. So then, time goes on. I make new best guy friends. I actually meet these two guys at a rehab in upstate New York. By this time, I'm 24. So there's Chuck, CJ, and so Chuck and Pat, okay? So Chuck and I were best friends. He lived in Florida. I lived wherever I was at. But we were on the phone with each other literally like 3 hours a day. Like, we were best friends. He, he came to visit when I was living in Arizona, yada, yada, yada. So then, fast forward, I'm 26. He dies. Oh, God. Chuck goes to rehab. He was an alcoholic, goes to rehab, and comes out, and I guess couldn't deal with detox. And Chuck jumps off the 20th story of a high-rise. Yes, I get the call while I'm waiting tables and about lose my fucking mind. Next. Unfortunately, heroin addiction is in my past, and so some of these have died from heroin. So Clint died from heroin, and now we're going to move on to Pat. Pat, another love of my life. He lives in LA. One time, I hitchhiked from Phoenix, Arizona to LA to hang out with Pat. And thank God I did, because not long after that, he died. This is when I was 28, okay? And in between there, we have had others, not so much that I was in love with. Like my friend Big Matt died. He was still, at one point a really good friend of mine. And okay, so I thought I escaped the curse, all right, until just recently. I opened my heart up to someone, and I'm so like in love with this guy. All right. We were only seeing each other for a month. Okay. And he was murdered a week ago. Has it been a week? No, it's been 2 weeks ago. He was literally murdered. I have no words. I want to know if anybody else has experienced things like this, like just like so much death and having to do with the men in your life. Because one of my best friends, Katie, who is actually, she was with my best friend, Clint. She has experienced the same thing. She has gone through as much death as I have. And I'm just wondering if there's anyone else out there. And what are your thoughts on this? Do you think it's some kind of generational curse, or do you think it's some kind of karma, or do you think it just doesn't have anything to do with me, period? Which, I don't even know. I don't even know what to think about it. That's why I want to hear your thoughts. All right, bye.